Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I guess I'm going to entitle this, unless it's otherwise, when you watch this, guys that don't have a clue. And what I mean by that is, first of all, let me say this right out the gate. I don't claim to know everything. I don't, We live and we learn every single day. But you find it interesting when you got people that have never stepped inside a professional recording studio and not your cousin's basement studio, that they kind of want to tell you something that you already know. I did a song, and I'm not even going to mention the song. And I got a comment. The original guitar parts are much more involved than these. Now, almost 100%, almost 100, but I'll say about 99. When you listen to recordings that was done professionally, again, I'm stressing, not your buddy's basement studio or your bedroom studio. The majority of the stuff is stacked, meaning that they played the guitar part maybe 2 or 3 times to get it fat. And then they do overdubs. And you can always tell, and this is why I don't sign on to this. Whatever I do in the studio, I should be able to do on the stage. End of story. And still I put 5 guitar parts in here. And it's just me doing overdubs, and then I go do it live and it sounds empty as hell. It's just common sense that you don't want to overdo it in the studio, because you can. You can create just unbelievable, songs, But can you do it on stage? Unless you don't ever plan on touring, and you have to tour as a musician when you release an album, because it's just really important that you do, And it's just obvious. It's like if no one knows sorry about this. If no one knows about your album CD, how they gonna buy it? They got to get you out there so you can promote it. You do talk radio, you do concerts, you do shows performing your compositions. You got to get the word out there, because you could be lousy, but everybody knows about you and buys your stuff, or a genius, nobody knows about you, don't buy your stuff. It's just that simple. So I got that comment, and it's real simple. I mean, it's just common sense, but some people don't have that. And I'm not trying to, say anything offensive to anybody. It's just a statement that's true. Some people don't, So I, read the comment, and then I said to myself, but let me just say this. Again, a lot of people that are not professional musicians don't know how some things are put together. And I rarely do anything on my channel that's out of my limits. That's one thing I learned a long time ago. Not just in music, but in life. It's like, I'm out of my element, dude. And everybody around me laughing at me because they know that, As opposed to, I'm good at this, so I do this. I'm not too good at this, so I leave this alone. And there's, like I said, it's extremely rare that I do anything that's I'm struggling with. I'm like, no, that ain't gonna work, because you got people that live for just hating. You have 99% of the 100% right, and they're gonna look at that 1% and focus on that. It's still about, what about the 99% that's good? And they want to point out the bad stuff bad. So you run into people like that they want to kind of nitpick. And like I said, it's extremely rare that I do anything that's out of my element. It's extremely rare that I do something that's impossible or very hard to do by myself, because there's so much stuff going on. Because in the recording process, like I said, a lot of times they stack instruments that make it fat. That's why your guitar at home, sitting at home playing, it don't sound like the guitar on the record, because of what they've done to get that sound to sound like that. You're not going to recreate that in your bedroom. You're not. Why do my guitar sound like that? Because you didn't have 2 engineers compressing your stuff, stacking your stuff, adding effects to your stuff. That's why yours sound plain brown rapper versus the Cadillac, But there's some people that don't know that because they're not musicians. They're not musicians, so they don't know, you know. So there's a lot of stuff I want to mention before I sign out. Like I said, I rarely do anything that I can't handle. And like I said, I know my limitations because there's some people that they don't know their limitations. You know, they just really don't. You know, sometimes I have people that want me to teach them stuff. I'm like, I'm going to be struggling with this. So what makes you think you're going to do this? You know, oh, could you teach me Ernie Odyssey solos? If it was that easy to do, we all be playing like Ernie, okay? Ernie's special. There's some people that are special, so don't try to emulate them because you're not special. You know, I don't look at myself as a special musician. I look at myself as a decent one, you know, and I get the job done and I get paid, you know, and I'm never going to believe that I'm going to get to the status of Ernie Isley or Eddie Van Halen. Those guys are special. I seen the clip on YouTube and it was really nice to see this. You know, thank God, you know, we got YouTube because you see stuff you would have never seen. I seen the 17-year-old Louis Johnson playing professionally with Billy Preston. He was only 17 years old and playing like a grown-ass man. You know, most of us can't do that. I played when I was 17. I played like a 17-year-old dude. You know, it wasn't nothing special. It was like, whoa, none of that. I couldn't see myself touring professionally when I was 17. I was still delivering fucking newspapers at that time. You know, so don't be disillusioned that you believe that you're going to become those guys. Now there are some people that are going to become one of those guys because they are special. They just haven't fully developed. You know, but there's some people they just don't have a clue as far as their skill set that they think they're going to do this. I had one guy years ago, could you teach me this Kim song? And Kim stuff is not easy. It's jazz stuff. You know, he's a jazz artist. And he said, I just started playing guitar 2 months ago. And in another 2 weeks, another 2 months, I'm going to be playing at my friend's wedding. You know, so that's like a total of 6 months in. And you think you're going to be somewhere entertaining people and playing those kind of complex songs? I'm like, good luck with that, dude. I don't think that you're going to pull that off, you know, and I'm not trying to be negative or pee on your parade. I'm just telling you the truth, you know, but there's some people that don't know their limitations. They think that they can do this now. It's like, you might be able to do this in 6 years, but not now, if then, you know, but it's just interesting that you got people, my mic is so low now. Sorry about this. I've been trying to get this fixed so long as I changed my cables, I changed the mic, and it's still crackling. You know, so I don't know what's up with that. But I just want to mention that as far as there's some people that don't have an idea how this stuff is put together, and they expect you to play just like the dude on the record. And the dude on the record has done overdubs and stacks and all that kind of stuff, and you're supposed to sound like him because, you know, again, the statement was, the original guitar parts are more involved. Yeah, they probably are, you know. A good musician realizes that he doesn't try to attempt to do the embellishments of others because you get a script and then you embellish the script. You add a little more that was there, you know, and that's your personal stamp. You know, don't ever try to note for note, lick for lick, style for style. Now, I know when you first start, you know, this is what you want to do. I want to be like my hero Ernie. But as you get into it, you realize, I need to be like me. I need to play like me. I need to express like me. That's that man's expression. That's why I don't do lead solos, because I'm like, that's that man's expression. It ain't mine. So I'm not going to do it. You know, and I just really never took a shine to that. You know, my thing is rhythm. I love playing the body of the song instead of just never was me. You know, my hero is Nile Rodgers because Nile Rodgers did that. It's like, I'm not just going to sit in the back and play little chicken picking lead lines. I'm going to play the chords. I'm up in the front. And that's where I developed my style. I'm like, I don't want to just sit back. That's why I can't do gospel. I'm like, I don't want to just sit there, ding. I want to play the chords. I want to do, or should I say, compliment the piano player. You know, we doing something that's full. And still my role in the band is just ding. Never was me, you know. But I'm going to sign off now. But again, I'm going to leave you guys with this. Be you. Don't try to be like the other dude on the record because you can't, because you have no idea what it took to get him to sound like that. And you're not going to accomplish that sitting in your bedroom playing. But there's some people that think that they can. And it's like, okay, well, good luck with that. But I do always find it interesting when I get those kind of comments. So you're not playing like that dude. Because I'm not that dude. Until next time, take care and thanks for watching.